kaginyala chiom nye ki an so an nying ero ni pe Uganda wen ko be an kena tikere correct and it's not my official name now dan wen ki nying ma Paul and mumo one ene Johnson Kezekia Nyeko be nying wara amoroba amiro ke lu mot paminat ono bangin ka bil bien komelet jata ma tutual ni dong pa bil bien me wa ko nei wana yang pia wa poke chilu ba tu motao comme dor bebe cheno wati ini chere bulu ya beti ono dong chui la diling o bala ano diling o kere lega en nen chal petuere o chari o medi wo ramo chari o kinuchu wo woro kido bebe wango wo chao ki yape Chade, medi wo, macam orang macam ngoen. Amo kata mana mira, ke Kampala, membinu kain. Simple di leng dah keluarnya. Peyam. Komiti mungkin orang sim di pedanya. Jawa ce, kamu nak berita mana memot. Cikgu membayar. Sim paminore odonya dong pian na chualo ko wai forum mane komanda wa beru begum tutual me bino ki Kampala cha para chelmo no pe ko chol mo nyamata o kan yo puri o kan cha chel mi che no piaram ipo yerba Lutiro, pueden que lutiro. Atau un comum, anmen como tutual. Bien no. Lutiro mameu eno wang. Wondi, no lure ma tutual. Won mea. Mejo kuara. No la remo madong petoto dan be no tamne ala mon yen kari ko chero kwene be chero ka peño no diro bagamende chero kirkum odom peño an bir straight way garna mulu kira no be ci chokede la rem pierte no nani ma ko rem ni chaga gam kwan Wai dok tichu kadu bat mego beli ya ko bare do wan kere no ko pie ngwen wa kar ma luani abet wel ma wara yan an tar ma la wara to awaj ni ana be wel ma wara ci MP me area ko no ami green light ma penya Madam you watch MP me green light. Aye, number well ma wa. Routine kwan ma puru da. Jo mo ka kitila diere. Kijo ma da bere. Wan ya chuli kan. Ana chuli, and chuli. Lo wa ma yuji nege pride actually dego tero ni mulu kipamon actually kati machol pemero owan luchan actually marman oye man and I lego ni the jagatin ba lo ke du wa ko ana we ko mo ga pier bi kel we bero we ko pier kena when the jagatin ki na nyen ko atek dum amiri ni wa pe ni tin ni jagatin ki na nyen ko de tegi tan ma do kuer ko be mo ma pol cha do le mo china eno peti mo ki mo eno no mera so mi ro ko o yo kirwa wa fanen wi lo kira tikere lo tiro kwan no put pia pino abera nero uri debate anero uri debate la ditli on to ala kwara debate mo nya de to ala amiro wetuni I'm a debater, and in the northern Uganda debating contest when I was at college I beat all the schools in northern Uganda, my opponents. I was the principal speaker throughout. I beat them with a cap of minimum 512, I still remember. Beat the whole of northern Uganda, I beat the whole of eastern Uganda. So I'm a champion debater. I marked your debate yesterday. They were excellent. I saw the face of leaders among you, parliamentarians are among you. But alas, the situation we are in today, some of those students may not finish because of poverty. And this poverty is because we want it, or because we are not enlightened. My dear students and youngsters, lend me your ears. When I was at school, my father might have been a civil servant, but he had many wives and many children. But some of us had brain. In our colleges, we had the Young Farmers Group. Do you have Young Farmers Group in your schools? Teachers. Students in unison. Do you have Young Farmers Group? Yes? If you have, do you grow cabbages? We grew cabbages and we sold to the school to add on to our school fees. Are you listening? Not only that, some of us a business mind. Today you say you are baptized entrepreneurship. You detect where there's a shortage. You detect what they want, beginning from your teachers, and you give them what they want. We even weeded the gardens of our teachers to get more money to add on to school fees. That is humility. That is the future of hope. With a naked pride, you will reach nowhere. With a naked pride, you'll die poor. I thank God for who I am. I'm never aggressive. Since I was born, I've never aggressed any person. Even from childhood, I remember 2 wars I fought, only 2, but they were defensive wars. One, I was 5 plus, about 6 years of age. And there was a young man who was 80 years old, and his job was to beat me. Beat me and I cried. I ran to my mother. And one day, my mother got fed up. Go back, go back, go back. So I went back, and I knew this, I could not manage this man. I jumped up to his neck with a great force and got him down. But that's not what what I'm advising you to do. That was only defensive. And when I got him down, I made sure I did what I should have done to scare him forever. I put my teeth and got all the skin out 3 times from his head. From that day, he never attempted to disturb me again. Another war, 1972, during Amin's time. We came back for holiday from college, and I'm brought up that during big days, during Christmas, never move about. And I'm telling you today, during big days, follow me, during big days, and during Christmas, never move out of the house. Don't look for trouble. I stayed in the house, we put music in the house, but the aggressor went inside to attack me in my house. And that's the time when I rose up and pushed him with great force outside. And there were many. So those who were outside thought it was me being pushed out, whatever they envied me for. And they got the back of their colleague. Oi, Mado! So I got from the side of the house, I got a stick and we chased them away. That's the 2 wars I fought, defensive. So never aggress anyone. Furthermore, dear students, you are very clever, you are a great debater, you have a big future. I've been a businessman here in Kampala, in Kitgum. And I rose from down, from agriculture. Is any of the Mukidis here? Any grandson of Mukidi or son of the late Mukidi here? Yeah, I grew a lot of ginas in Namokora. I sold, Mukidi gave me 2 rooms there in a place called Lubiri. Hey, who knows Lubiri? The houses are now down. And then the liberation of Uganda came. Here we received Tanzanian troops. They came without wives. They got actually women who could cook malakwang the way they enjoyed malakwang, cooked with the peanuts. So I got all the Tanzanians going to Lubiri to buy my lorry load of chinas. You know what that meant? The whole of Kitgum at that time, there was no market. And the only food in the market was some malakwang and the ginas ahead. So when the Tanzanian troops tasted actually malakwang, all of them wanted to have actually wives. So I sold my ginas in Tanzanian currency. Entrepreneurship. I collected this sack of sugar full of Tanzanian currency. As somebody educated, I know that that was foreign currency. And foreign currency had more value. Everyone else in the market refused. So they all looked to me. So there was a driver here of a man called Latieri from Namukora, a driver called Omwelo, who unfortunately he died. Who knows Omwelo? Who remembers him? Yes, Omwelo advised me that you take this to Ginger. Take this money to Ginger. You will exchange 5 times. So I came back with 5 sacks of Uganda currency. 5 sacks from 1 sack of Tanzanian money. I shut up. So I could no longer stay in Lubiri. Then Lubiri gave me a bigger shop in the middle there. That's from where I shut up again. Are you seeing what I'm talking about? From agriculture, simple. Just a garden of cabbages from here up to that teardrop. And the width up to you there. See how much money you get from that cabbage. And peanuts. But unfortunately, from that time until now, whenever I plant peanut, they don't grow anymore. I lost 60 acres in Noya, and that was the last. So this is how my life has been. Tailors, I'm a tailor. I know how to show, how to pattern and everything. I will empower you with 5 more machines. Oh, 5 is Satan's number, cannot be divided by 2. I'll give 6. How many did you say there are? How many are you? Being trained. 15, and you have 5. So I should give 10 actually. So Jeff will follow with me. And yeah, I was highly impressed by what this guy has done there. Just using the energy from the sun for cooking. That's very impressive. I think he needs some empowerment. And I should give him 600,000. So Jeff, do your calculation. I'll give him 600,000. So please do more. Bong teach. I think I should also give you something. But because timber is cheap, I'll 400,000. My dear people of Kitgum, I was doing business here. I excelled from here. And we started in Kolomat with my wife, in Lubiri there, my humble wife. And when we exchanged our Tanzanian currency, we were able to go up there. I used what we call in economics the high turnover rate. I studied all the shopkeepers and what they do, how they price their commodities. I made sure mine was a little bit below. I was getting less profit, but everything got finished within 7 days. So every 7 days, I was changing my stock, maximum 10 days. Eventually, I was bringing 7 trucks of goods. And then I had an admirer, Yona Okumu of Palabek, whose son was called Sirai Nyeko, killed by a mill. Their house down there. When my place at Mukidi's place got full, Yona talked to Sarah Nyeko. I think this is Sarah Nyeko is still alive, to give me part of the other side, the northern side of their shops. That's where I expanded to. And I started importing agricultural implements. The first importer of agricultural implements in Kitgum district was me. From agricultural implements, grinding machines, maize hullers, etc., I started importing cars. I sold some to Kitgum Mission. And one of the cars I imported here, there was a fundraising gathering at Apollo Ground. Those shops were not there. It was still open ground. All MPs of Acholi district, it was Acholi district. All the MPs were called, all the well-wishers, including businessmen. No one was picking anything from his pocket to give for the fundraising. I got annoyed. I was just 34 years old. Mark you? Who are 34 here and 35? Hands up. I was at your age, of your age. So that is one of the cars still with a garage number plate directly from Mombasa. My witness is alive, Honorable Sam Ingola. We imported together with Sam Ingola. So it was that was Datsun 1500cc pickup. I went to the stage and gave it for Kitgum Development Committee. I think Brother La was there. So that was my first gift to Acholi Secretary. I worked very hard. And as a businessman, I believe you can excel when you are not a cheat. You can excel when you put reasonable profit. It is even put in the Bible. Put reasonable profit. Don't exploit people. And you will excel. So I got those blessings. I excelled from here. And it didn't take long. People were rushing for Asian houses. I said to myself, make no mistake, don't take any Asian house. Build one for yourself. And I built that one in front of Stanley Bank. That glass house, I renovated it when I came back. There was serious jealousy. You know, we actually are jealous, not only actually, everyone in the world. When you defeat them, they become jealous. People came, that house where the bank is, used to belong to Ramadan Marajan. In the evening like this, those elderly people would come and collect there. They would laugh at me while I was digging the foundation. Hey, you small man. You're making all this. You asked to do it first. You can't finish that. So every time I was criticized, I became stronger. Every time youth, you are criticized, be stronger. Let us say, So I went to Mbale. I brought my engineer from Mbale and workers from Mbale because I was afraid of people here. They were after criticism. And I bought 6 strong lights. The lamp you do like that, it will give very bright light. Huh? It is not there these days. I bought 6. I put 2 in front, 2 in the middle, and 2 at the back. Why? So that we had enough light to work day and night. And that house I built in 14 days. The 15 days I entered. People say that house would break down quickly. I asked the engineer, what is the cement mixture for the foundation? He said 3. I said, for me, do 1 to 1.5. Because I was being criticized, I wanted to be tougher. And I asked for the depth of the foundation of the house. He put just on my knees, I put up to here. And I went to the Bible. The Bible says, a house built on a rock. A house built on a rock will stand for a long time. So I bought boulders and put down there, fill up the foundation. This much with boulders, granitic boulders. And the rest now, the mixture of 1 to 1.5. And I did not want to use the cement from Uganda because I was a determined youth. I brought my cement from Mombasa, the bamboo cement. That's why the house still looks new. Dating situation. But mine, you go now, it looks new. So youth, rise up. Never ever cheat. Never ever steal. So that God will be your help. Will be your helper and your guide. I got a lot of luck in business because I never believed in cheating. If you cheat, you get bad luck. I got a lot of good luck, and if I have to tell some of the stories, they're long. Even my first lorry, an angel went to Soroti and talked to somebody, a family from used to hire only. From my profit only, they bought 7 lorries. So an angel, believe me, an angel came on a Friday night. Their mother said she was still awake. A tall person with the wings white, all the body white, and said, you got enough money from this young man from Kilgore. God said, one of those 3 lorries you have bought with the profits he gave you, please, if he has money, let him give you. I have a little. If he has no money, give it for free. If an angel came to you today, when you have 5 sewing machines, and say you give away 1, supposing that those sewing machines were yours alone, how would you feel? But that was a God-fearing family. The following morning, the whole of Saturday, they called all their relatives. They had a long meeting until the night of Saturday, going to Sunday. And they all decided, please, let us honor God's words. Let us take this best lorry to Kilgore. You know what the lorry looked like? Those who are here, it was that lorry with the yellow body and red top. Fiat 110 NC, UVZ 815, I still remember. Early morning, I found this gentleman outside while I was brushing my teeth. in front of the bank there. He sat down holding his head. I was scared. I thought maybe the money I paid for transport was fake. Maybe I got fake money from somewhere. I was very scared. I asked him what brought him following me. He said, please brush your teeth first, and I will tell you the story. And I could no longer brush my teeth. I had to rush in, take bath, the toothbrush. I was really interested in knowing why he followed me. I was scared now, where do I get another money? If that money is fake, because nothing else this man could follow me, except if I gave them fake money. So when he told me the story of the angels, then I asked him, supposing the angel didn't come, how much would you have sold your lorry? He said, 8 million. I said, no, I can't afford that. Right now, I was very open, and I am a very open person. I had 5 million in cooperative bank with Obola Cow as manager. I said, I can give you 4 million if the price is 6 million. So that man he's going to give me 6 million instead of free. He knelt down, said, thank you, God. I thought I was going to give it free. Following the command of God, that God-fearing family. I took him to the bank and gave him a bank draft of 4 million. I had a balance of 2 million. So all my money was almost finished. You know what God did? There were many lorries in Kirkum, but every person in Kirkum wanted to use only my lorry. They would prefer to be in the waiting list, but pay me cash. Look at that trust people had in me in Kirkum. So I collected enough money quickly and paid off this man. And the municipal here was auctioning some cars. And Ola Yusuf, the other Ola, the late, may he rest in peace, came to me, please apply. I applied. I won 4 cars. And then out of those, 2 were easy to fix. When I fixed and I was just washing the other, somebody came to me and said, hey, I need this car. I said, yes, how much will you give me? He said, no, I have no money. I said, how can you get it without money? He said, I have cattle. I said, how much? Tell me how many cattle you get. It was somebody called Aboda from Patibe, the son of somebody called Binaya, who had 4,000 heads of cattle. So Aboda said, hey, I'll give you 43 heads of cattle. I said, take it. The first time I owned 43 heads of cattle, praise God. And the first time I started dealing in cattle. And then God brought me Dr. Okon. May he rest in peace. Everybody used to admire me because I was the only young man among all the business people. So Dr. Okon heard about the cattle. He came to me and said, oh, I will help you maintain their house. He offered me, offered, give donation to people. He donated to me a giant shilling of about the size of this bottle. But he well calibrated, and when I hit any cattle, it would just push the right dose. Tap, tap, tap. By the time I reach number 5, this one is just feeling the pain. He said, after this, so that was Yarachui number 1. When you buy cattle, give Yarachui. You understand? After that, he said, deworm them. You deworm them so that your cattle cannot die. You understand? Even goats, when you decide to buy goats, deworm them. And after that, he said, okay, you as a human being, after eating, you need dessert. Give them dessert. If you are saying to give dessert, he said, no. Many of you will give up. But because he was an expert, I followed his instruction. Please follow instructions. 3 times a week, I would pound sorghum and wanjiri and salt. That was the dessert I gave every head of cattle. What is it about? I improved the quality of the meat. Many rich people here in Boran, the Frisian giant cattle, but when we reached Kampala abattoir, mine was #1. Everyone chose my animals. Why? Because Dr. Kwon trained me that when you follow these instructions, you will develop grade 1 meat. What is grade 1 meat? What does it look like, grade 1 meat? Listen carefully. When you treat your cattle well, the fat becomes white and flexible. The fat becomes white and flexible. When the animal is just slaughtered and skinned, you shake it like that, and the cattle, the fat also shakes. You taste that meat. The soup only will make you even refuse the meat. So that made me to capture the abattoir of Kampala. So whenever people took their cattle, theirs were taken on loan. Mine was cash. Because when I realized everyone wanted my cattle, I said, please cash first. So my lorry became named the cash lorry. So these are the qualities of entrepreneurship, and the qualities of business you can adopt, and you will make no mistake. When you decide to be an ordinary businessman there, like everybody there, please study the rest. Those who are not here, they are not hearing me. If any businessman is here, you are going to be the best. Study their prices and lower your prices and capture the masses. So anything to do with your shop is glory to the people of Kitgum. And now you will excel. That's my teaching. Dear youth, the world is not what we make according to what we want. It is God who shapes you, takes care of you, depending on your behavior, your way of life with the people of God, and you get more love. And when you are generous, God gives back 10 times. When I took the cattle to Kampala, on the way I found the brother of my friend Ngola getting married. I took 2 most beautiful cows and offered them for the marriage. People will think, how do you donate in Lao? I met that man my friend, and we did business together, and we excelled. And here, when I donated to the churches, some people say, this man is boasting. When I gave that car, say he's boasting. I don't know how people boast. I even don't know. I'm very humble. I thought boasting is when you walk like this. Maybe. I thought that was boasting. But I gave everything out of my heart and the heart of my lovely wife. And I thank God for her. She has never opposed anything I do. And in that way, everyone in Kitgum liked me. if I wanted to stand in Kitgum, the elders who know me are still alive. They would tell the youth, I would pass here. If I wanted to stand in Kampala, because if all the Bodas, I found them stranded today, they didn't work, I gave them something. If I want to stand in Kampala East, I will pass today. When I came back home, I went out in 1985 due to a lot of problems here. I'll not go into that deeply. It was painful. But when I went out, I changed my career. Teachers. I forgot one thing. Are there English teachers around? Any English teacher around? Yes. My friend, just listen to me from there. Please, I want you to go and correct this and pass the message to other teachers. The use of the definite and indefinite article is being forgotten by these students. They speak very well. They have the art of public speech. They know the gesture. They can convince you. But the sky and not a sky is used for the only one there is. The earth, the sky, the universe. So please revise with them the use of the definite and indefinite articles. When I went out, I changed my career. My wife was a teacher, a professional teacher from Christ the King, TTC. And she was deputy headmistress in Kitgum Public here, and also in Namokora. So when we went out, we lost most of our riches. And God told us, you have not lost everything. You have not lost your brain. So we started teaching children the way we were taught. And we found that every child we sent to that best school, the Unity High School, everyone feared must be the best. So we started with 8 children. They became 16 in the house. And then when they became 32, I was alarmed. I said, no, we have to get a license. When I got a license, we took the school now, hired a house in the diplomatic area. The first term, the first day, we got 90 students. Because the diplomats were now convinced that these 2 people have already opened a school. It's no longer in their house. That house got full with 186 students. Then we had to look for another house. Then my third born, may he rest in peace, he was electrocuted in that very house. Chose the best house in the diplomatic area next to the British club. It looked like a palace, and it became nicknamed the Palace School. Now we had to employ many more teachers. But we kept quality standard. In our time, we set the University of Cambridge local examination syndicate. All the second